India, the USA, Great Britain, the Netherlands, Venezuela. People from these and many other countries of the world live with us side by side. They are working, starting families, growing up children and simply enjoying life in Kazakhstan. In our program Connecting Cultures, we share their stories that had occurred before they came to Kazakhstan and after they arrived here. From them, we will learn how the experience of staying in our country has changed their destinies. Our program follows the life of foreigners in our country. This is true stories told by representatives of many nations living and developing in Kazakhstan, and for whom our country has become home. Kazakhstan got its independence only 25 years ago, but even during this short period of time, our country established friendly relations with many countries of the world. Among them, the countries of Near and Middle East occupy a special place. Our today's hero, Kouros Basiri, arrived to Kazakhstan from Iran and has been living in Almaty for more than 3 years already. He holds the position of Associate Professor at the International University of Information Technology. Our today's hero was born in the city of Isfahan that is situated on the bank of Zayanda River in Iran. As a child, Kouros had an inquiring mind, and one of his first passions was programming that determined his further destiny.
Now here we have very good professors, very good facilities, laboratories with all equipment we need. Also there is a good opportunity for students to go and work in companies related to the IT, because there is a good collaboration between university and industry. Many of them had workshop here, so they come and there will be like kind of workshop. They can find a student can become familiar with their business model, and they start to find a better job and for their future.
Kouros, thank you so much for being part of our program. And usually I start the program with this same question. Can you please introduce yourself and tell about your background?
I'm from a middle-class family. My mother was a teacher, my father had small business, but they are retired already. Two brothers I have, older than me. From childhood, I was interested in programming. I was lucky to have computer at my home when I was 12 years old, when first generation of computer came. At that time, I started to go to some extra course for programming, and started to program. And I loved it. My mother was telling me, no, enough, 2 hours per day you can use it. And because I was like sitting with computer and write program like even till late, and I didn't want to go sleep. I was going to the public school, but for the high school I went to the private school, because we also need to pass a concours to enter university. That's why for the high school, they choose to put me in a kind of better school. So I was in a private school, and after that, I was lucky again to enter one of the best universities in Iran. I did my bachelor degree in software engineering. Then I decided to experiment some other country, and I applied in best university in Malaysia again, and I started my master. It was school, and I continued this study, and I did my PhD in information system there, and after that I started to work as a lecturer in different universities, and now I am here at IITU.
What are your brightest memories from your childhood?
It's a hard question to answer, but one thing that we have in common is Nowruz. And there is a small differences somehow the way that we do and you do. In Iran, for Nowruz, it is kind of tradition that older people give present to the younger one. And when you're a child, especially, you are like so eager to go to different places. It's not just like your parents. You're just like waiting for Nowruz to come to go to different relatives and just get different presents. So it's like somehow that moments of life with like something that I was so joyful, and I was like at the end of the Nowruz day I had lots of new presents, and it was like maybe one of the brightest memory, if I want to call it, for me for childhood.
Before coming to Kazakhstan, Kouros had worked in many other countries. Thus, when he got an opportunity to test his strength in Kazakhstan, he used it without delay.
When was the first time you heard about Kazakhstan?
It's an interesting story. When I started for the master degree, I applied Malaysia and I went to study to Malaysia. And the first day I entered there, I found that I have 12 Kazakh classmates. Interestingly, I had just 3 Malaysian classmates. And I was asking, is it Malaysia or Kazakhstan? So that was the first time that I started to know more about Kazakhstan, become more interested, and I found many friends there, their classmates also, their friends. Because we were foreigners there, so we had some common interest more than like a local there, so we became more friends and more friends, so I learned more about Kazakhstan during that time. We have some, as I told you, some common culture. For instance, we celebrate Nowruz, and Kazakh people also celebrate Nowruz. So I was there as a foreigner, so they were celebrating Nowruz, so they invited me, I joined them. So these years that I've been there, I was like celebrating Nowruz with Kazakh people. So there are some common things, and foods are much more similar, the taste, I like it.
So what led you to Kazakhstan?
Basically, after finishing my study there, and I did my PhD there also, and I started to work as a lecturer in different universities. I work in several countries. I like to travel. I like to go to different countries. I worked in Singapore, I worked in Malaysia, Cambodia, Laos as a lecturer in university. So I like to go different places and live. So also my passion is teaching, so I love teaching. It's something part of me. When my friends came back, we stayed in touch. We were like communicating sometime. And one of my friends said like, there is a position here. Do you want to come here to teach? And I said like, why not? Like, how's the condition? How can I start? When can I start? And so on. And actually it wasn't planned, but like, you know, it sometimes happens. And then I found myself one day here at winter. It was snowy. I was living in Southeast Asia for around 10 years. And those areas, like, you know, tropical countries, the weather always is hot there, and they don't have snow. It's like they just saw snow in movies, and there is no season actually. Summer, winter, spring, all the time are kind of same. After being a long time there, I was like kind of also tired. So when I came here, the first day it was snowy, I remember. It was like the first snows of this country also for that winter. And I was like so happy, like fresh air, like cold weather. It was long time I didn't have jacket. Always I was like with t-shirt. And when I came to the university, colleague was asking me that, how do you see here? Is it so cold? Don't you like the weather? I said, no, it's perfect. You don't know how good it is. This is different country, totally different culture, different environment, different weather. So everything was new for me when I came. So, and then as I told you, I enjoyed to see these differences. And that was like the first day I came here, like I was like a child that for first time see snow. I was like so happy walking under the, like without umbrella, and enjoying that weather more than anything else.
Let us talk about your work. What are your main duties here at this university?
As it's supposed to be, is like mainly teaching and lecturing. We are doing some research also in some area that is like trending area in the field of information and technology, and I have some groups of students to teach. Some students, usually yearly, I have to supervise for their dissertation and thesis, master student and bachelor student and PhD student. I have 2 courses, one is web technology and one is object-oriented programming. So these 2 courses necessarily need to be practical. It's not just like you talk, and it's not just theory. For instance, the web technology course is a topic that we start to talk about how to create a website from draft. We talk about back end, front end, and some student that doesn't have any knowledge of like making website, after like 3 months of having 1 semester, 3.5 months having that course, I can like guarantee that those students can make a real good website that has database, has a good interface, much more better than many websites that you can see that some businesses has and so on. So nature of these courses causes them to be practical. But now I have also for master this semester I'm teaching a course called Theoretical Empirical Research Methodology in Computer Science. That is mostly we talk about the theory, how to conduct the research, how to define and design the research progress, how to select a specific methodology, and like how to do systematic literature review when we want an informing question and something like this.
And what is your opinion about the education system here in Kazakhstan?
At this university I'm working, I'm like totally satisfied about the quality of student. Reason behind that, maybe I think that because not everyone can enter this university. Most of students got grants, so they should be qualified and have good marks and good points to enter the university. It's like kind of filter, so good students come to this university. And it is international university, so students need to talk in English and need to have like certificate. Somehow shows that students that are here, they were like more motivated to do like to be somehow a bit more hardworking to enter this university.
Our hero has not so much free time that he usually devotes to his family. Besides, Kouros, together with his colleagues, plays football and chess. However, being passionate about his profession, he reads a lot of literature on information technology, even during spare time.
After living this long here in Kazakhstan, what is your general opinion about this country?
After living here for more than 3 years, the most interesting thing here for me and the most important factor that make me feel good here is our people. Basically, Kazakh people are so hospitable. You can just simply go to home of any person and they will be happy. They share anything they have. It's like so interesting. And it makes me feel that I'm home everywhere I go. And I have best friend of my life here. So that is the most interesting thing that I like it, and I love it actually from Kazakhstan. But food, environment, nature, those are the things also that make me feel good of my decision of being here for 3 years.
And what are your plans for the nearest future and the long-term future?
I'm kind of adventure person. I lived in different countries. About my future, at least long future, I don't have any exact idea. Who knows? Some good suggestion, any other place, it doesn't matter. In Kazakhstan, in other location, doesn't matter. So I try to catch anything that is new to be like, because I like to experience more. But basically, because my wife is from Kazakhstan, here gave us like a better opportunity, because at least we're living with the family of my wife, and I love them. We both can work, and it's like kind of like home for me. It's not like just I'm traveling to other countries to work. I don't feel just I'm a traveler here, or I am expat just working in a university. Here, whenever I'm outside, I feel this is like my home. I feel so. So at least for the short term, I'm kind of sure that I will be here 2-3 years more. I will be here. I'm enjoying here. I believe still there are many things to experience and to learn from this country and from these people. So in short term, I will be here, I guess, if there's nothing special happen. But in long term, who knows? I don't know. I didn't think about it even.
For the last 100 years, technologies have gone forward more than they did for the whole period of human existence. Nowadays, our life is inconceivable without high-tech devices and the internet. Our today's hero, Kouros Basiri, trains highly skilled specialists who are already making their contribution to the development of the world of technologies.